going on, everyone? Welcome to Dimly Lit Garage. My name is Jake.
My name is Deborah.
And today we are going to talk about 10 things that I love about my Toyota Mr2 Spyder. Alright, so number one on my list here is the rarity, or the lack of these that you see around. They were only brought to the United States for 5 or 6 years, and out of those 5 or 6 years, it was around 5,000 cars a year, which might not sound like a small number, but it is respectively when you look at, other really popular sports cars like the different Subarus, the Mustangs, the Miatas, anything like that are made in higher numbers. So you don't see these as much, and that really attracted me to the car because I like the uniqueness of it. I like not having the same car as everyone else. So that's number one. Number two on my list is the layout. So if you don't know, MR2 stands for mid-engine rear-wheel drive two-seater, and one of the big things I love about this car is that it is mid-engine and rear-wheel drive, because it's different than the traditional layout that you see with so many sports cars, and because it's different, it offers a different driving feel, a different driving experience, and it's special in that way, and I really like it, and that was one more thing that really attracted me to this car. Right, so number three on my list here is the weight of the car. The Mr2 Spyder is just north of 2,000 pounds, 2,100 and some change, which is really light. It really affects handling, acceleration, and fuel economy. So the lightness of the vehicle is definitely a huge thing that I love about it. Number four on my list is the styling of this car. Now I know it's not for everyone, but it's always been a favorite of mine. A few of the specific things that really stand out to me are the lines on the side of the car. If you look at the way like the door jamb meets up with the side intakes, it's really good, it's flowy. And then again, if you look at like the hood meets with the hardtop meets with the trunk, it kind of shares the same lines, and I really like that sort of stuff. And another big thing about the styling is just how small it is. The car looks almost like a go-kart, especially when you're parked up next to other cars, and I think that's really cool. So that is number four. Alright, number five on my list is the reliability. It is a Toyota, so it's pretty much bulletproof. These cars only were notorious for one problem, and that was the pre-catalytic converters in the headers would break up and sort of ruin the engine. But this car has low miles, so I was lucky and I got rid of those as soon as I got it, so no worries there. Other than that, the car is bulletproof, reliable, and I mean, a car is only as good as when you can use it, so it's really important to me that thing's reliable. I'm not stuck working on it every weekend trying to make it run. So that is number five.
Look at all those cows.
Alright, that brings us to number six. Number six on the list is the handling characteristics of the car. Because it's mid-engine, it's rear-wheel drive, it's really light, it's really small, it is extremely pointy. It's point and go handling. It's great. It rotates, it changes directions really good. Yeah, and for being on stock suspension, I don't have anything done, coilovers, nothing. I'm really blown away by how well it handles. It does roll a little bit, but you can manage it with, driving around the weight transfer and stuff like that. So the handling is really amazing, next level stuff for this price point and for a stock car. So that is number six. Okay, number seven on our list here is the MPG of this car, and I know this isn't something that people really consider when they're buying sports cars or whatever, and I really wasn't either, but having it and getting good gas mileage, I can really appreciate how nice it is. I get around 30 miles per gallon, and coming from my previous car, which was a Nissan 350Z, which cost about 3 times the price to fill up a tank and got about 21 miles per gallon, it's just really nice not having to fill up all the time, and when I do have to fill up, it's really cheap. Alright, number 8 on our list here. Alright, number 8 on our list. Alright, number 8 on our list here is another thing that really isn't something I cared too much about when I bought the car. It's not something I was looking for, but that is the fact that it can be a convertible when I want it to be. This hardtop is super easy to remove. You may have seen in another video where I've taken it off, and I've never been a huge convertible fan, but it's really nice on days when the weather's like great, or you just want to experience the sounds of the car. It gives you another sort of it gives you another sort of like sensory feel for the car. You get to hear it better, you get to experience the world around you. So that's pretty fun. I guess only in the winter. It's only fun in the summer when the weather's really nice though. All right, for number 9 on the list, I'm going to talk about the acceleration or the launching of this car. So because it is lightweight and because it's mid-engine rear-wheel drive all the way to over the back wheels, it's able to accelerate really well. I know this car, my car specifically, doesn't have the LSD, which came in later models, and it is only 140 horsepower, but because it's so light, it makes good work of its power, and because the weight's towards the back, it gets extremely good traction and hooks up really well. So the launching ability of this car is really great. So that's my number 9.
Cheesy squeeze.
All right, for our 10th and final point of this list, one of the reasons I love my car is because Deborah loves my car, and it's really important to me that Deborah likes it because we're together a ton. She gets to experience it almost just as much as I do. So Deborah, tell them, what is one thing that you really love about this car? What is your favorite characteristic of it?
Two dogs. Two dogs. I like how unique it is. I rarely see them on the road, and when I do, I get really excited.
Yeah, that's something we talked about as well. It's one of my favorite things about the car. So you don't see them, and I get compliments on them because people don't see these cars, and when they do, I would go ahead and say mine's a pretty clean version of the car. So when people see it, they usually appreciate it, and that's really cool. And knowing that Deborah feels that way as well is awesome. So
I'm gonna GPS because we're lost.
we're not lost. We're just exploring.
We're lost.
All right, everyone. I think that is going to wrap up today's list of 10 things I love about my car. Please let me know what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, maybe what you like about this car or don't. Also, let me know what you would like to see for future videos because I am always open to suggestions, always wanting to try new stuff, and I want to make stuff that you guys want to see. So please let me know. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you did. That's super appreciated. And we will see you in the next one.